offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Straight to the air they go. Looking deep to open the game. Brought in inside the 20. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a 6-0 lead right away. One snap in, and this offense as efficient as they could be, partner, and looking very dangerous to begin this ball game too.
Yeah, you know, it's one thing for coaches to tell us in our production meetings they want to be a quick strike offense, got to be explosive. They put that talk into action. One play from scrimmage, one touchdown, and one massive statement sent across the field.
The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10.
Come on. Ready.
Beginning this drive with a run by Allen. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Ready.
Off the play fake, Milroe. Escapes the pocket. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Gain 15 there. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Get it. Let go.
Shotgun now for Milroe. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
They'll run here on 1st down. He was descending upon quickly and dropped after, looks like a yard gain. It was Geno Stone up there to make that play.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You've got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. It's a gain of 22. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
He's got it at the 6. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
On the 6.
That's another Bears 1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Allen finds the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears finish off their opening drive. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. First give of the game to the rookie for Morgan. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
It's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Let's go. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger. Get up.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. And the Bears take over as he records his 10th career INT. Well, great team defense here. Somebody hit him in there, caused that pass to float on him a bit, and it gave the linebacker time to race in and make the interception.
And you know what team stands for, right? T-E-A-M. Together, everyone achieves more. It took all of them together. It took that rush to impact the quarterback. It took that linebacker to deliver on the other end a critical takeaway.
That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
He's got it near the 10. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Come on, come on. Set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Running the counter, Allen. He's going to advance them down to the 4-yard line. Gets a pickup of 5, and that brings up 2nd and goal.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on 1st and goal, it sets the table for more success.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Throwing now, Milroe. And he scores. It is a Chicago touchdown. The Bears parlay the interception into points. On his Little for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Now Camarda on to send it away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to it.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to be brought down up at the 31. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
We've set it downs for him from the 31. First down, and they go right back to it.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time. Offensively, you've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks that it takes some superhuman effort now on 2nd down.
Something's taken from me.
All right, here we go. Second down. Here's a throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down. The Steelers set to punt it. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And he gets him a nice chunk on that return on the final play of our first quarter. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. It's a 14-7 game. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They got this after forcing a punt at the end of one. Pistol now for Milroe. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears take a 13-point lead. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Now Camarda on to send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Walker hauls it in. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball to make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Tight end going in motion here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. It is caught left side. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot. Give your quarterback a chance.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Now looking to throw. He put everything he had into this one. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers making a one-score game in the 1st half.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Come on, come on.
Running from the pistol. Here's Allen. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive.
Let's go.
We go play action here. It's Milroe. Connects on the crosser. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
All the left side. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Bears.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Hold it ready.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready.
Milroe now to throw. He has it at the 5. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Allen will score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take a 13-point lead. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Camarda on to send it away. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. And his choice to leave that end zone going to cost him a chunk here. He's out shy of that 25-yard line. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Finds him on the crossing route. And he is down inside the 35-yard line.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. To throw here on 1st down. Pass complete to Walker. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Completed made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be first and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Steelers make it a 1-score game in the first half.
The kicker on for the point after.
Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes first and 10. This is Allen on the give. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts, a very minimal gain.
Well, Brock, a lot of scoring so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. The Bears on top here at Soldier Field. Eight yards to go, and let's see how they approach this second down.
Let's go.
Throwing now off the play action. Trying to float that one in, and defender's there for the interception. And the Steelers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Hey, Kate, I'm just not sure he sensed how quick that pressure was going to close in on him. The hit altered his throw, and it ended up, unfortunately, in the defense's hands.
Let's go. 19, try.
They'll throw to begin this drive. Roll left side, taken in by Adams. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And he gets this forward to the 19.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 19-yard line.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Lowered back to the backfield, and they give it to him. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, not for the 1000th time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or two ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
Here we go, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
From the gun on 3rd down. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. So they get dings for the holding. Got to wonder if that changes their call as they line this up for 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to 4th down. So the Steelers turning things over to the field goal unit. This one from 47 yards away. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
It's only 3 points, and they're going to still trail at halftime, but every little bit helps. I'll tell you this as well. It also helps maybe later in the game. You got a 4th quarter clutch kick. To have that confidence built, that's important.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. They've got 1st down here, but just 18 seconds to work with.
18 Cardinal.
Back to work after throwing the pick. He puts some air under it deep down the left. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
The defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Okay, break.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21.
Let's go.
He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Here we go. Ready?
Looking to throw. It's a screen play for Allen. And he pushes it up across the 30 before going out.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
He's got this at the 27. And as they usher him out of bounds, Brock, we have reached the end of our 1st half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. The 1st half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the 2nd half. We're underway. Returning it from the 4. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams. It sets you up for success.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the handoff, Allen. It looks like we can call it back 4 yards in the end. Tackle made by Demetrius Knight.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Will Rowe from the gun. Cut for big yards on the right side. And they had somebody there for that quick stop. And a nice completion gets him across midfield. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be 1st down Chicago. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
1st down, here's Allen. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. They'll pick up 14 yards on that one. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
What a great sign to start the 2nd half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Sends this to the end zone. And he'll score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears grow the lead coming out of halftime.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close?
Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. So the celebration can resume on that sideline. The touchdown stands. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Bears drive their lead to 11. Camarda on to send it away. Starting from the 5. Things going well so far. And they'll be looking at some decent field position. He's out of bounds up towards the 35. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. They're going play action. Taking a deep shot here. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's 2nd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Going again on 2nd. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Third and long for him here. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers start the second half with some needed points. The Steelers leaving their offense on the field. We got a 2-point conversion coming up.
Line up for the 2-point conversion.
19 tight. Mustang 19.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And they get the 2-point conversion. Nice catch in the end zone there. They're back within a field goal now.
Steelers 32.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Fields this one at the 3. And dodged the tackle. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10.
Come on.
Pistol now for Milroe. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on and on.
Ready? Let's go.
From the gun, Milroe finds a man right side. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Cade, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Off the play fake, Milroe. He had it for a moment, but threw Great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Milroe throwing again now on second down. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears making a 9-point advantage.
I know you got mixture looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary. He just made him pay.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bears make it a 10-point ball game. Now Camarda on to send it away. Return starts from the goal line. And he gets crunched by a big hit. Oh, man. Right at the 25 to end it. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
Here we go. Nike 18. Take off.
Here's the one back on the handoff. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Give him 13 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
1st down from the 42.
Ready. 18. Mark 70. Let's go.
Back to throw now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
He's going to throw again on 2nd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Looking to throw here. Has it downfield working left. And they make the tackle at the 38. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
Sticking to the air here. Called in left side. And they take him down right along the 30.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Now to the running back. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. 3rd and short.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard.
Ready. Cougar 19.
for a new set of downs.
I love that call on third down because it just gives you options. The best third down teams are teams that do just that. Right? They give you options. You don't let the defense dictate to you. You look at what they're giving you, and you take advantage of them.
Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. And the Bears get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10.
Come on, come on.
We'll go play action here. It's Milroe. Higgins downfield, and he has it. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front seven.
Shotgun now for Milroe. Get this one underneath to Allen. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. 7 yards on that pickup. And it'll be first down Bears.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Bears football to begin the fourth as they try to hang on to the lead in a close game. New set of downs for him from the 31. Here's Milroe, first and 10. Back-to-back runs here for Allen. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, it's difficult on the defense.
And that's going to be a gain of 8 on first down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Forced out to his right, and he carries it in for the touchdown. The Bears can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. On his Little for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bears take a 3-possession lead.
Bears 49, Steelers 32.
Now Camarda on to send it away. He's going to field this at the 2. Oh, he put him in the spin cycle. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. He's trying to push the field. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So it'll be second down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 23. They're throwing it. And that's incomplete. We've got a flag down, and there was contact, but Is this going to go against the offense? So they had the incompletion, but the defense decides they'd rather take the penalty and the yards and play that down again. So now a much tougher task here as they come up on 2nd and 20. Pass play now. Oh no, they get him yet again! And it's a house call. Pick 6, touchdown Chicago. Rookie quarterback Brock threw it away there last time. It seemed like he might have been trying to do too much to make up for that mistake, and instead things snowballed.
Yeah, these are the valuable lessons you have to learn from. You cannot be a mistake repeater. But being a rookie quarterback at App State, he threw 28 of them his rookie year. Sometimes you just learn on the job, but you cannot repeat those kind of mistakes.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Returnable from the 1. He'll have a long field ahead of him, partners. He's wrapped up shy of the 15.
At their own 14-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Back to work they go after the interception. Short pass brought in. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down. But instead, they move the chains. That is one disheartening look on that defense.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. They're going to try and throw it here. Walker hauls it in. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. That one's caught along the left sideline. He's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. He picks up 28 on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. All set to go now from the 35. Going now on 1st down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds of the ice.
And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
All set now. 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Cut out left. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Offense to the line fast.
Complete to Daniel Bellinger. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 9-yard line.
Throwing it again here. He brings it in. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Offense in position now. It's first and goal. Throwing back, gets the handoff. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
It's 4 yards on second and goal. Now they'll only need 3 on third down.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you kind of set yourself up. Actually, you set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Touchdown or bust for him here as they set up for third and goal.
19 Tiger, Buffalo 18.
He's going to throw it. And it's incomplete on third and goal. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, kid. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
Desperation time here on fourth. And it is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers making the scoreboard look a touch better. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on fourth and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little check.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. And he'll be taken down on the edge of his own end zone at the 2.
Those defenders, they're just as excited as the fans when the offense signals they're going for 2. It's a chance to directly keep points off the board and really show some of that swagger that good defenses have.
And it looks like the Bears are able to recover that kick. And he's going to be blocked down after reaching the 43. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes first and 10. Allen trying this straight ahead. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He just gets down inside the 35-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Bears on their way to their 3rd win of the year. First down now, ball at the 33.
Come on. Set. Cougar knife.
Right back to Allen. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane,
and this is looking familiar, partner. He's dropped for a loss again. It's going to be 3rd down. And right away, way, we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Go!
It's Allen on the draw. They go to him again, Brock, and they deny him the line again. That's another loss. This one sets up 4th down.
I wonder who it was, Kate. Which defender had that little bit of clairvoyance that there was a draw coming and clued the rest of his buddies in? Because somebody saw that coming. That's the only way they could have been so prepared for what was supposed to be a surprise.
So they send him out for a field goal, and they don't get much longer than this. This from the right hash and a considerable distance.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Now Camarda on to send it away. Return starts from the goal line. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go!
Airing it out to start this drive. Escapes the pocket. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23. To throw. Connecting on the slant. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Throwing the out route complete. And they've got to him just a step or 2 before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Here we go, set!
They motion a receiver left. They are throwing it again. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
60 down, Cougar 19, cut 19, cut!
He's going to throw it again. It's his running back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Clock is working against him as they hurry up to the line.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. That's the 1st down, and he's still going. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. Offense up to the line fast.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. Offense in the hurry up here.
At the 19-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
2nd down pass play coming. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Touchdown, but they will not get it. That's incomplete. And maybe worse, Brock. It's going to bring up fourth down. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that first down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
This is undoubtedly the final snap of a decided contest. One final shot here. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs. So Soldier Field sees another win for the Bears. Man, they were facing a top-5 defense this week, Brock, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you could come in, Kate, with this awe and mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.
So for my partner, Brock Huard, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL